And we are live. Just gonna wait for some people to come in and we will start chat. Move a few things around here. Hey Paul, how you doing? I'm trying to set this in here. Hey everybody, welcome. Ray the Fam, welcome. Old Hippie, welcome. Trying to get this set here. Fix a little bit. So at least have a level. Bridget, welcome. Glad to see everybody here. I just wanted to come on and we can do some chat for a little bit. Oh, give me just a second. I needed to get this because I wanted to at least document some stuff over in the hot spot. I know Atlantis had a stream going. I'm not sure if he still got it going or not. I jumped over there for a little bit. It was about something that happened in the live stream in the old cemetery that I did. Well, Old Hippie, are you watching? I got a whole bag. And I'll share. All you gotta do is come over. Of course, I've had this bag for, I'm not a big cookie or cake person. I've had this bag for probably 2 weeks. So it's been sealed. It's still fresh. And I had one before I went to work today. And I could literally, it melted in my mouth. I mean, Nutter Butters are awesome. But I wanted to come out and do a chat. Nothing really big tonight, but I still want to do some documentation. I've got the wild card chat tomorrow night, and I was going to be going live on a Saturday afternoon, but this weekend I got something coming up. I won't be going live Saturday afternoon. Oh, we never had anything good over this way. I remember the last time I gave blood, it was like, oh geez, I think the size of the needle was, well, if you know the needle that you put into like a football or a basketball to air it up, I think it was about that size. And they were kind of rough, and it's like, whoa, 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 wait, people, come on, man, I'm here, I'm a volunteer. More. I gotta roll it up manually, and I still got this stupid blue dot with the arrow down. Try to see if I can get rid of that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I really don't care for needles, but anyway, what I was saying is I won't be going live Saturday. It would be late afternoon, early evening for me, because Sunday I'm going to be meeting up with Ray the Fam, and we're going to we're going to be going to Fresno Flats and I'm going to try to do at least a 30 minute to a 1 hour live stream up there. Saturday I'm going to be charging up all the batteries, all my phone batteries, light batteries, anything I may need. I'm going to make sure everything's all charged up to 100%. So that way, if there is a good signal, if I have at least 4 bars, I know I can put out a good live stream. Anything less 3, I don't think it'll work. But I want to do some video up there. I want to do a live stream from there. So that's what my plans are for this weekend. Hey, K-Dog, welcome. Ray the Fam. I was just talking about you. About our meetup on Sunday. And Fresno Flats. And how awesome the live stream's going to be when we do that. Okay, so something coming up. Yeah, my oh, what's something else tonight I planned on? Besides this, I might do a little of this. Get it more to the light. Oh wait, wrong way. There we go. Maybe we can get some good spirit box action going tonight. And don't drop it on the ground. That would not be good. So how's everybody doing today? Yeah, I do want to do a live stream, but I will be getting, I want to try to record at least 2 or 3 videos because I know my time is getting limited. Now we're getting to fall, and as we get further into the fall and into the winter, I may not be able to get out as much. So I want to have something to keep going. And believe me, in the wintertime, I don't care if it's pouring down rain, I will get over here and do a live stream from under a covered area. I also have to protect my phone as I go over that way. See, K-Dog, okay. Hey, forgot to duck, so, hey, K-Dog's a headbanger. That's all right. Headbangers are welcome here. So did anyone have a paranormal experience today? Yeah, K-Dog the headbanger. There you go, K-Dog. You're going to have to change your channel name. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Bridget. Yeah. Smash like. I got 7 people here and only 4 likes. Yeah, I kind of like that. K-Dog the Headbanger. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry a little bit myself. But what I did is I took some pork loin chops, wrapped them in foil, put a little Lowry's on them, and threw them in the oven for a while. So as soon as I go back in, oh, I slow baked them, 350 for about 45 minutes. So I should have some pretty good stuff when I head back in. And still warm. Yeah, I haven't had too many today. And what I need to do is, when I go to work, I need to start getting back out because I did make some recordings of the area. Um, it's kind of winding down. It was a winery that opened up in 1910, and probably about not quite 2 months ago, we shipped the last load of wine out, and they've been taking it apart. So we've had tanks going out. I mean, literally big 45,000 gallons. You have to have the CHP escort and everything as they're going down the road. And time is running low on that, so I need to get back out and start filming. I've had some, well, quite a few paranormal experiences there. Um, I just want to make sure I get it documented because in another 30 days, probably won't have the opportunity to do that anymore. Oh, Lowry, it's a seasoned salt. It's kind of like a seasonal, but it's a special blend. Really, really good. It's Lowry's um, seasoned salt, and it goes great. It's like for, I mean, you can put it on chicken. I keep it for the pork chops, but you can put it on chicken. But when it comes to baking chicken, I prefer the Mrs. Dash or the Miss Dash. Okay, I gotta scroll back. I had a rash of them. Yeah, Lowry. It's like a name brand, but it's kind of like an orange seasoned salt, but it's really, really good. Oh, you don't have it yet? Oh, I'll tell you what, Bridget. You get a hold of me through my Facebook. I mean, you can do it here, or see, it was through my personal account. I waved at you. I don't know if you saw. We can get to me through there, and I'll send you a big old, a big old bottle of it. Yeah, Lowry's, it literally rocks. I'll send you some. I don't know. Do you have Mrs. Dash there? Oh, I know you got the messenger. You don't have Facebook, but you got the messenger. Um, but you should. Oh, I don't know. I waved it to you through Messenger, so you should be able to get a hold of me through that way. If not, get a hold of Frances, and I'll give her my email, and then we can do it that way. But I'll send you some Lowry's. That's really, really good stuff. I get with Francis on Messenger, Bridget, and I'll send Francis my one of my emails, and then she can pass it on to you. This stuff is really, really good. So how's everybody else doing? Is it, everybody else not sick? Doing well? Yeah, I don't have old hippie. I don't have steaks too often. Although I was thinking about going and getting a pack because I buy the bulk, and I'll either break it down and put it in individual bags and freeze it, or I'll do two or three and throw in the fridge. But I was thinking about doing some steak, and normally I just do maybe like a little salt and pepper on the steak, but I do have some A1 in my fridge that needs to be used, so I might do that. Oh yeah, I got some lemon pepper seasoning. I haven't really used a whole lot of it. A lot of times I'll get like the seasoned potato wedges, and I'll throw in either the Gordon's fish fillets, and I'll have that with tartar sauce, or I'll throw it on regular sandwich bread with some tartar sauce, or I'll take like see uh, the chicken patties, or there's some I can't remember what they're called. I have to get them from Walmart. They're like a country fried steak patty, and I'll bake those and put them in hamburger buns. Yeah, that's one thing about my ex, and this is probably going to be a little bit funny to some, but my ex, she was like really, really bad when it came to cooking. I mean, really bad. She could do, she could fry up hamburger, and she could do some, really good, big tacos. But when it come to other stuff, um, yeah, no. I mean, she would literally, she's like, oh, let's do some rice-a-roni. And she would tell me to cook the rice-a-roni because basically she would like literally fuck it all up. Or like it'd be like burnt and or like all crunchy and hard. So it was like usually when it come to a lot of that stuff, she'd like hand me the big old bag, like, here, you do this. And I knew what she would do, so I'm like, okay, no problem, I'll do it because I got to eat it. Yeah, I used to fry a lot of stuff, but and I do it in the virgin olive oil. But what I just started doing is I had a big rack. I ain't call it a cookie rack, but it was like real big. And I got a cookie cookie rack that you'd used to cool the cookies on, and I put it inside the big pan. It would fit in there. So I just started throwing everything on there, and I would bake it, and any excess grease would just fall into the pan, and I'd have nice crispy stuff on the rack. So that's what I started doing. But There we go. Ginger wings? Oh, they were chicken wings. Okay. I was thinking ginger wings. Okay. Two separate. Yeah, I used to do a, well, it was my version. It was kind of like the poor man's version. I call it sweet and sour chicken, and the kids used to love it. I just take a whole chicken, or make basically 2 or 3 whole chickens, and I would bake them. And then I would take just a regular barbecue sauce, and I would add honey, some lemon, and the honey would sweeten it. So I have that, the honey, the lemon, and just a little bit of water, and I would heat it up and let it sit real slow or simmer for a while, heat real slow, and then I would turn it off, and I would just, once the chicken was done baking, I'd cut, slice it up, throw on there, and then use that barbecue sauce as kind of like a sweet and sour, and the kids would go nuts over it. I mean, that was only 4 of them, and I'd do 3 chickens, and they just literally wipe it out. Lasagna, I'm lazy when it comes to lasagna. I'll buy the pre-done stuff and throw it in the oven. But what I would do is, I got a recipe for a lasagna casserole from my mom, and I do kind of like at least 2 and part of a 3rd layer. We put the tortilla, and we put the ground beef, and then the sauce, and I'd add a little bit of what's it called? It's been a while since I used it. It's a hot sauce. It's a local hot sauce that I would use and add to it, and then put the cheese and the olives and stuff in, and I would just layer it until it was literally, I couldn't cram any more in there. Okay, I'm missing. Oh, there we go. Oh, I know, but I don't. My kitchen isn't really all that big. I mean, seriously, I'm going to do a session in the other one, and literally I've got probably on one side of the sink, I probably got this much counter space, and then between the sink and the stove, I've got like this much counter space. So I don't have a lot of kitchen room to really be, okay, I can boil this and move it over here. And then it's not a double basin sink, it's just a single. If you consider the entire width of my kitchen, refrigerator, stove, sink, and counter, it's probably about 8 feet. Yeah, and your RV would probably, freaking spider or something, your RV would probably be bigger. But like I say, as soon as I can get over here into this other studio, it's gonna be, I'll show you what the size is, and it's like literally ridiculous. Yeah, we'll still be here, Bridge. We're not gonna go anywhere. No, it wasn't Frank's. It was El Tapatio. That was it. El Tapatio. It's a local one. It's guy started it just north of here. He started as a little family business, and Oh man, that stuff is good. But that's what it is. It's El Tapatio. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for Bridget to get back. Don't want to do that. Wait for Bridget to get back. And then we'll just check on our locations with this to see if anything's changed or anything's moved. Brunswick stew. Okay, old hippie, I'm not sure if you're aware, but I'm really not sure what that is, but the only Brunswick I know is the company that makes bowling pins. I'm not too sure about that. Tell me it's a different Brunswick, please. But something else I do love, I'll use either canned tuna or the canned chicken breast, and I'll make it up. And then I gotta throw some chopped up jalapenos, the crisp jalapenos, not the stuff that comes in a can. This is in a jar, and I can't remember the name of it. Plastic makes some, and I kind of cut it up smaller and put it in with the tuna or the chicken and make some awesome sandwiches. Okay, I'm glad you said no on that. Oh, slow cooked meats, corn, tomatoes. What's a goodie simmered overnight? Okay, yeah, that's something I'd be afraid to do. Going to sleep with the stove on. So we're still waiting on Bridget here. And then I can get the K2 going, and then later I'll get the spirit box going. And we'll see what happens with that. I'll probably just stay in this area for the spirit box. I really didn't want to do anything too heavy because I'm going to be going, like I said, to Fresno Flats Sunday. So I don't want to feel drained, and I still got the Paranormal Wildcard chat tomorrow night. But I doubt I'm going to be doing spirit box because we're going to be getting into a lot of other things. Oh no, we've only got 5 people now. What happened? Oh no, so slow cooker? Oh, okay. Well, see, I don't have a lot of room for a slow cooker. I do have like a crock pot, but it literally, like, if I put it in the space where I got this much space between the sink and the stove, well, okay, more like this. It's like kind of hanging over each way. It's almost 3:30. Is that where you're at? The East Coast? Oh, channel. You're gonna. I'm gonna be on this one. Hey, Black Eyed Shorty, welcome. Let's see where we go. Yeah, I'm gonna be on this one. I got the. I'm not gonna be on anybody's panel. I'm doing my Paranormal Wildcard here tomorrow. Hey, Ray, welcome. Oh, welcome back. Welcome, you're still here. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of room. I mean, literally, because this pretty much between this, I'll tell you, between the refrigerator and the sink, I got a dish drainer, and it takes up the whole space. I got probably this much room between, I say maybe 3 inches, 4 inches, between the dish drainer and the refrigerator, and then where the dish drainer doesn't take up towards the front, it's probably about 7 inches. I got to kind of strategically place one of the dinner plates for it to fit on there, and then I got to adjust the weight towards the back so it doesn't flop over when I try to cut my steak. Oh, Georgia, oh, you got all kinds of good peaches. We don't have too many peaches out here. We got, I mean, my grandpa, when they first bought the ranch, oh, I don't know how many decades ago, they had peaches, and it was probably, um, the original ranch was 20 acres, and they had peach trees in there. But one year, and this was for a whole year, they sold the entire crop for $12. And that winter, he ripped out all the peach trees and started planting walnuts. But that was probably back in, crap, the 1940s. Yeah, my dad used to grade. He had some peaches. I remember we had a cling peach tree, and then we had one or two white heath peach trees, and then we had an apricot and plum. It was grafted together. Had some almonds. This is all in the backyard. Some almonds. We had some apple pears, and then along the fence we had Thompson grapes growing. And this was in a residential area. So, and then further back, we had a garden area that we would raise raspberries, we would raise squash, red onions, corn. The squash was the summer squash, and then sometimes we'd have cucumbers also, and zucchini squash. So we had a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, that's what it was. They had to keep keep the costs, keep the money coming in, and you can't make off of 20 acres of peaches. You can't, $12 a year isn't gonna even pay for the fuel in the tractor. And just outside the garden area, we had we had 3 or 4 does. Uh, those We had rabbits. And I think we had 2 double cages or maybe 3 double cages. I can't remember. But we would take the rabbit crap, throw it in the garden, and till it in, and that was the fertilizer. Yeah, we had all kinds of stuff growing. Hey, Bridget, you're back. All right. Okay, let me get so I can see your last message. Oh, okay. We were waiting on you, Bridget. We're going to walk around with this. We're just going to check on the hot spots, see if they've moved any, feel the same. And then after we're done with this, I'm going to try this. Oh, I did this last time, damn it. This. There. Fig trees? Oh, yeah. I like figs. We used to have my grandma used to make candied figs. And something I've got here in the apartment towards the front on the southeast corner, we have some kumquat trees. Let's see if I can move this. There we go. I'm going to flip this around so everybody can see. I'm going with this. Get that on. There we go. And I think everybody should be asleep by now, so. Oh. Can you do that again? Come on, let's go ahead and touch it. You just did it. Don't run away. You can touch it. Okay. To start. There we go. Hey, there you go. See, you can do it. It's not hard. Thank you. You got a good solid yellow going? Just a little bit more. I can move on if you want me to. Okay, we're going to move on. We're just going to go over here. We got to check a few spots. Oh yeah, something else my grandpa had, since he mentioned Italian, he had some, I think it was close to the house, I think it was like maybe 3 or 4 of the green olives. He had those trees, and I remember one time I was out there and I picked some up and like, oh my God, these are green olives, these are green olives. And my uncle was like, yeah, they're green olives, they're good. Go ahead, you can eat them if you want. And he started laughing as I bit into a raw green olive. Not even cured, nothing. And he was just sitting there laughing as I was spitting it out. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to get up. It seems to be just right around in here. Okay, we got this. And it was right around in here. Yeah, just to hear more. Okay, we got the orange. Okay, so it seems like it's going down in this area. Okay, we got the orange. I'm trying to remember. I'll have to go back and look if we were just getting orange or orange and red here. I don't know if anybody can remember. We got a good solid orange here. Seems like it was in this area. So we still got energy here. Okay, there's something over in here. Okay. We still got higher than normal over here. But it doesn't, I'm not seeing the red. Does the full moon have something to do with it? I did check into ley lines today in California, and it appears that there is at least one going through the Visalia area. But what I found interesting is I used to live in Porterville, and when I looked down in Porterville, there was a star. And when I started looking closer, there was 3 different ley lines that all crossed right there in Porterville. So something I do want to go is I haven't been to the Porterville Cemetery yet. There's 2 cemeteries. there's one that's a large cemetery, and there's another one's kind of out of the way a little bit. And I want to try, if I can try to remember to get to the second one because it's not listed anywhere. I'll go out there also. Okay, so we've got an orange, so we're still having something here, but it's not red. And there's something over here. That was another spot. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got the orange. Still no red. Does the full moon have something to do with it? Or is it just moved slightly? Because I was getting both day and night. Okay, we got a little bit of red. It's kind of popping on a little bit, but not much. Hey, Renee, welcome. I haven't been watching the chat as close as I should, so I apologize if I've missed anybody. Yeah, it's not quite. Full moon was, what, about 2-3 days ago? Well, we're still got some high energy in this area by the lemon tree. Not quite as strong as it was, but it's still the same, roughly the same area. I want to walk over here. Okay. Back here. Did it move? Because I could have sworn I just seen the red coming on a little bit ago. No, just the orange. So what I'm going to do is come out. Okay, I don't know about too much. I don't think there's many UFOs and aliens in this area. I've lived here all my life. Maybe further down south in the current area, there's some strange craft that are being seen, but I don't know if it's experimental aircraft from our government or ETs. I've asked during several spirit box sessions if any of the spirits have ever seen or know of any extraterrestrial beings, and I've never gotten an answer. The spirit box has gone silent. So, okay, here we go. Okay, this is still hitting the red here. I just under those two holes, but I've noticed other holes, and it seems like they're kind of consistent at this height on this row of blocks, so I'm not sure. This row and this, well, I'm gonna get it up here. This row and this row, if you look at some of the daytimes, it's like two different shades. But we got 5 here. Go down a little bit more. Okay. The orange is kind of just flickering here, but it's mostly just up to the yellow. If you're just coming in, if you could hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. Help my channel out. Okay, now this is still here. Okay, just a few inches over, we got the orange. Hey, Alicia, welcome. I mean, it's great to see you here. I hope you're doing well. You feeling better? Okay, we got just the orange is kind of just petering in a little bit here and there. Okay, now it's strong there. Just a few inches to the left. Maybe, what, 4 or 5 inches to the left. We still got it there. Let's go up higher here. Okay, so it seems like on this line, this row of cinder blocks, it's a third one down, we're getting orange quite a bit. These, I don't know what these are for, these holes. They're kind of spaced out. Looks about every maybe 10 feet. I don't know if something was there at one time. Let me try to get this. It's kind of hard at night. If I step back a little bit, maybe you can see. Oh, you can see there's two different shades of the brick there. So the last two rows, I'm not sure what. If they were just running short and they had to get another batch, or it was added years later. But the last row of the darker gray has these holes in it. So I'm not sure what the brackets were for. I'll bring this up here. Whoa, okay, we're jumping all the way to the red here. And Alicia, while you're here, I do want to remind you tomorrow night, we're going to have the Paranormal Wildcard chat. And I'd like for you to come in because I'd like to pick up where we left off last time and talk about indigo children, because we really didn't have a chance. I know it was getting cold out here and we didn't have a chance to really get into it. So I'd like to get into it tomorrow night, and I really hope that you'll be here for that. Hey, Boomer, welcome. Step over this. Okay, now we're back to the wall. And we're going to go ahead and you can see, I'm going to move this over. Okay, that was moved about 3 inches. So, I mean, look at the hole. And it goes all the way to nothing. Okay, we got one light, a little flicker. And then all of a sudden it jumps. Okay, there is something going on. I don't know if it's a conscious energy or just energy period, because he seemed to be consistent every time, and I can't see where a spirit would be attached to a certain area, or almost not attached but more locked into a certain area and couldn't move. And I've had videos where spirits admit, okay, we're bound here, and another one's like, yeah, we're bound here, but I can't imagine it's like being bound like this, locked in one spot. Okay, Boomer, I appreciate you coming by, and I'm gonna leave this up, so if you want to check it back, it could be rebar. I don't know if it's rebar. I don't know if they actually put rebar, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. Okay, there's cracks like this in it, and you can't see, I mean, you really can't see it now, but during the daytime I could see light shining through it, and I mean all the way across I could see light shining through, and I didn't see any rebar. So I'm not sure. I'm going to do this. I really can't see. I've never looked at the top, but I'm going to do this and hopefully I can get, it seems like it's kind of solid and closed, but I'm going to give everybody a view and I'll see it when I review the footage. And I hope you get to feeling better, Boomer. So I know it sucks being sick. We got this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and step back over to, oh yeah, that's the camera or my phone doing that. Let's see, there we go. Go ahead and flip, I'll turn this off. Okay. I'm gonna walk through the dark here. Go back over to my truck for a second and then we'll do spirit box in a minute. I just wanted to document that. I want to document that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys, would you like to have a spirit box over here by the truck, or would you like to have me go over in the area where the fence is? I'm going to leave it up to you. Just let me know. Take a vote. Okay, Gigantic, welcome. You saw green fireballs? Okay. We've seen orbs. Or, what's it? Whoa. Sorry. There were orbs over by the oleanders. Someone saw him. Was it Tuesday night? I think it was Tuesday night. Steph Opal. And she said she saw orbs over there by the oleanders. And what's kind of weird is, I could have sworn I seen, like, it looked like maybe a small red orb for just a fraction of a second in the oleanders. And there was no traffic. There was nothing for, you know, brake lights. Would have been the only red lights in the area, and there was nothing for in the oleanders but a leaf. And I don't think that would reflect a brake light. And that was, like I said, there was no cars that I heard going by. Oh, come on, get up here. Try to work this. Okay, I'm going to do the spirit box. What would you like? Would you like it over here by the by my door here in the light, or do you want me to go over to where I did last time, over by the workbench? If you're new to the channel, go ahead. Please be sure to hit the subscribe and the notifications, because there are times where I really don't know. Like Sunday, I don't know exactly what time I'm going to go live. It could be morning. It could be early afternoon. That way you get the notifications. The workbench, okay. I don't have the little toy out here, but we can do that next week. Okay, so it looks like the workbench. I'll even take the K2 over there to give us some light. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Oh no, no, no. Save it. My Nutter Butter almost touched the dirty tailgate, but I saved it. It was saved. Okay. See here. I'm gonna set up the tripod. Set that up. Oh, it's gonna fall over. No. Do this. There we go. Got it leaned up against it. Oh, can you see it? focus. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. Get up just a little bit. There we go. You can see the wall. People have seen, let me try to angle this a little bit. So I have people tell me that they see shadow people over by the wall, so I'm going to try to get that in. The image 2. Okay. Can you hear that okay? Okay, Bridget, if you can think about her name and tell her to come here, we'll see if that works. Kyla Gypsy, are you here with us? Hey, Kenneth, the Kentucky fam, welcome. Are there any spirits here that would like to? Did I hear a yip and a 2? Kyla Gypsy, are you here? Do you have Kason with you? I don't see the shot girl in the chat. I haven't seen her. Kylie or Kason, is anybody else with you? Okay, Carla. Somebody said they heard Kason. Center Star, welcome. I have the K2 going in the background. That's one of the areas where we have stationary energy. It's high energy, but it's stationary. Jason, can you tell your grandmother hello? William and Isabel, can you come here? Help keep the adult spirits back, please. I'm not sure why that thing is, the camera's, I'm not sure why it's doing that. You know, we got some odd noises coming through. But I'm not moving the camera, but it seems to be struggling. It'll focus and then it'll go out and then come right back. Can you tell me who's doing that? Move this a little bit. Let's move over. There we go. Let's move it over about 2 to 3 inches. So now we just got the yellow. Kylie Gypsy or Kason, can you say your name? I think I just heard a Caleb, but I'm not sure. Does that name Caleb make sense to anybody? Oh, okay. Okay, let me check this real quick. Let's see, what's this? Okay, volume's all the way up. Hold it there. Kason, can you say your brother's name again? Kyla Gypsy, can you say your brother's name? Say it into the box. I think what I'm going to do next time is when I come out here, instead of this little speaker, it seems like this little speaker, the battery's just getting drained. I'll bring out a bigger speaker. Does anybody else notice the volume going down? Or is it just me? Oh, crap. Holy shit. Yeah, the battery's being drained. I'm going to have to end the spirit box session. If you give me a minute, because I'll go get a bigger speaker if you can wait just a minute, and we'll try this again. For some reason, this battery's dead already. I should have literally 12 hours left on this. Okay. Try to get this one going. This is the
Bluetooth already opened. Waiting for Bluetooth connecting. Now is auxing mode. Bluetooth already opened. Waiting for Bluetooth connecting.
Well, it's been a while since I used this one.
Now is auxing mode.
Okay, there we go. There we go. A little bit. Is that too loud? Okay, this is the speaker that came with the SB7, but I haven't used it that much because it's kind of hard to carry around. Try to reset it a little bit here. There we go. Just turn the volume down a little bit. Kyla Gypsy, are you here? The camera moved while I was inside. Okay, I'm gonna make note. This is 1 hour, 13 minutes. So I can go back and check. Casey, can you say your name? Would you guys rather me start using this speaker out here instead of the other one? Can you tell me how old you are? Is there a lot of energy here to draw from? How many spirits are here right now? I don't know how much battery this has, but I charged it all the way up and I haven't used it since then. That was probably 3 months ago. Well, maybe Cardiac will come in because it's kind of late. Maybe she'll come in tomorrow and go over the footage. How many female spirits are here? How many male spirits are here? Okay, don't forget to keep an eye over by the wall. People have seen shadows during some of my investigations. Okay, Renee, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate everybody who's here. Sound like I just heard an "I love you" in a female voice. Kyla Gypsy, was that you saying "I love you"? William, Isabel, keep the adult spirits back, please. It sounds like I'm getting Spanish. Adult spirits, let the children's spirits speak first. William, Isabel, Gregory, keep them back. Kason, would you like to say anything? Kyla and Kason, did you like that toy that was out here the other night? The baby toy? The baby? Hey, welcome, Leah. Okay, I would like every child spirit here to say their name. Carla, did you hear the word Mickey Mouse? Just a side note, I noticed there's like a little light towards the bottom of the video. That's just a reflection of the K2 coming off the glass. Okay, spirits here, can you say your name one at a time? Please do not talk over each other. Yeah, I get quite a few F-bombs. Not every spirit is enlightened. I haven't used the spirit box too much with this. It's mostly with my other camera and with the other speaker. Unfortunately, the fully charged battery was drained, so I had to get this speaker that I haven't used that much. Kyla Gypsy, can you say your mother's name? I know she's mom, but can you say her name? Is there a Juan Rico here? Jason, can you say Grandma's name? Kyla Gypsy, can you tell me what Mommy is making for dinner? You heard pancakes? Please keep the adult spirits back. Jason, can you say Grandma's name? Jason, can you say I love you, Grandma? Okay. So I'm going to turn the box off in a minute. Is there anything you would like to say before I end the session? Okay. Thank you for speaking. Thank you for speaking with us tonight. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off for now. Okay. I gotta get things together here, and then I'll go back to the tailgate.
Bluetooth already opened. Waiting for Bluetooth connecting.
Okay. I don't use Bluetooth. I use direct wire with the plugs. I think wire gets is a little bit better than wireless Bluetooth. Just my opinion. Just back around. Yeah, there's a lot less interference. I just think it's a little bit better, more stable than the Bluetooth. Oh, wait a minute. Not sure what's going on here. Okay. Go back this way. So I guess I'm supposed to be in the dark. There we go. Blind myself. Okay. Sorry for the wobble. There we go. Turn the light off. Now I'm gonna hold this speaker here. When it charges, this area here is red, and when it's on, it's blue. But I noticed when the volume went down, it was like this. There was no blue. So I told me the battery was. That's probably a signal the battery's low. Peanut butter cookie. Go. Wire. Yeah. Well, actually, this is a different pair of glasses, but they're still tinting. But I don't think that light was enough to make them dark. Yeah, I love Nutter Butter. I don't eat too many cookies. But I seen them on sale at the Winco, and I got. This is how many I've had them for 2 weeks, and this is how many I still have left. But hey, Night Shame, welcome. But I finally finished the Halloween candy. I'd gotten one of those, the bag of the little fun size, 1 or 2 bite candy bars. I got those for Halloween, but it wasn't Halloween last year. It was like Halloween of 2015, and I just finished it probably about 4 months ago. I didn't have that many trick-or-treaters, so I was like dropping 3 or 4 candy bars in each bag as they came. And I had the grandkids here for 2 months, and it's still, so this would have been like the 4th Halloween if I still had some left. That's how much candy I eat. And I appreciate you coming, Night Shame. It's awesome. I loved your stream earlier. I guess it was like the Pigman monster when you were going through. I think it's was Dead Before Dawn or something. You had those generators. Yeah, we don't have too many here. Well, most of the ones that came by was from the house next door. The guy living there, he had some grandkids that he brought by, and that was about it. Maybe one or two others that came by. But my apartment faces the back, so I had the lights on, but there just wasn't too many. I remember one Halloween, I was this was how long was this? Probably oh, it was probably 20 years ago. I went to the local costume shop, and I rented a gorilla mask with the gorilla gloves. It was the rubber gloves, and then had like a West Point uniform, kind of trying to be like the throw together Planet of the Apes. And I was over at my mom's, and somebody rang the door. Rang the doorbell. So I put my mask on and got all ready, and I went to the door. And as soon as I opened the door, of course the light was on outside. They really couldn't see me, and the kids were like, "Trick or treat." So I mean, I played it up. I was like all hunched over and like all monkey, and I stepped on the screen door, and one of the little girls, I think she was probably only like maybe 4 or 5 years old. She just screamed at the top of her lungs, and she ran to her mom in the front yard and was literally climbing up her mom's leg. And I, I gave the other two kids candy, and the mom was just dying. She was laughing. I went over there, and the little girl was like, literally. I mean, I don't think her mom could breathe. She was like so squeezing around her neck. And I tried to hold out candy, and the little girl was like just grabbing tighter, and the mom was just dying. So I dropped some candy in the bag. But I mean, I just thought that one was so hilarious. And I'm not sure, but I don't know. Maybe that little girl needed therapy for a couple of years after that. But Post Town, Post Town was that Epic that was at Post Town? Oh, Triscuits, that's something I've had. Haven't had those in a while. Oh, okay. That's at isn't there like a that's a school where there was like a train wreck or something on some tracks that was close by. I'm starting to kind of lose track. Oh, Raymond. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's a Raymond here. I think I'm not sure if Ray the Fam came in tonight. I know he was over. Atlanta's had a stream going. wouldn't mind doing a. I'm doing a with Ray the Fam. I'm doing a collab, Fresno Flats Sunday. That's why I started this as a chat, but I decided to go a little bit more because tomorrow night, my wild card chat is pretty much just going to be chat. Um, Different. I mean, anything goes. Anything paranormal, anything goes. And then Saturday, which I was starting to do something, but I won't this Saturday because Sunday I'm gonna try to go live at Fresno Flats, um, shoot a couple videos, and then go live and try to do another live explore there. So have a little break from here, something a little different. But I wouldn't mind if Epic Paranormal was ever in this area or close to this area, meeting up with him. That's just where he's at now is just way too far for me to drive, and everything I do is out of pocket. No, it's Sunday. Saturday, I was starting to do, trying to set Saturday evening, but no, Saturday I'm going to be making sure I got all my batteries charged up. Because I was thinking Saturday originally, but I guess Sunday is easier for Ray, and actually it's a little easier for me because I get off work at 10, and then I come here, and about an hour after I get home, I start the wild card. And this week, if the wild card wants to go 2 hours or 3 hours, I mean, as long as there's people going and the chat's active, I'll keep it going. I'll go from 11:33, 3.5 hours. I'm not sure how much my batteries will last after that, but because I got to have them, I wouldn't be able to charge them. But yeah, Sunday, I would. I know it's going to be Sunday, yeah. Because that way I'd have all day Saturday. I don't have to work Saturday, so I can spend all day Saturday. I can go with my camera batteries, my light batteries, phone battery, my power brick for my phone, and make sure everything's all charged up. And then still get to bed early enough where if I have to get up at, I'm going to have to talk to Ray tomorrow and find out some times. So if I have to get up at 5 and start driving in the morning and start driving to Fresno at 6, I can do it. Plus, I don't want to be real tired. I'm going to need everything I can get. If I'm doing more than one video up there, I'm going to want more than, 4 or 5 hours sleep. And then, but 2 videos and a live stream, yeah, it's going to be a lot. So I'm going to need to be fully charged myself. So does anybody have any questions they'd like to ask before I go ahead and slow this down? I still got some food I need to pull out of the oven. It's turned off. I made sure I turned it off before I came out. Right, okay. I'll just give them a call tomorrow afternoon. Not portable chargers, but I have a portable, I don't think I have it out here. It's a portable power brick from my phone. And it's like the charge I can put in there is equal to 2 of my phone batteries. Hey Anthony, welcome. It's equal to 2 of my phone batteries, so my phone battery I can get almost 2 hours out of, and the power brick I could probably get 3.5 to 4 hours. So you combine the two, that's going to make for one really long live stream. But I could charge other things with it if I need to. But I should have all my speakers charged up. I'm going to charge up this little dinky one that went dead on me, and I haven't gotten that much time out of it. Maybe an hour and a half. And I should have had, I mean, there was enough charge in there where it could have gone 9, 10, 12 hours easy, and I got less than 2 hours and it was gone. And I had to run in the house and pull this one. This is the one that came with the SB7 that I got, and I'm guessing this is probably a 9-hour battery, but I think it's a heavier battery. Probably holds the charge a little bit better. So that's what I had to do. Yeah, they do drain the power bricks. They can drain anything, but I'm going to take my 18650, my old vape batteries up there, and hopefully they'll do that. But I don't have a lot of light batteries. I only got 2 small ones, but if I have to, I've got 3 camera batteries, which is about a little over an hour for each battery. And I have that for my Canon. And then if I have to use my cell phone, I've got probably 20 gigabytes of available space on that. And like I say, I can get 2 hours out of the original battery, and then the portable battery I can get probably another 3.5 to 4. So that's 6 hours just on my phone, and then another 3 for the video camera. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I brought it out. It's right here. It's this little power brick. It's 6,700 milliamp hours, and my cell battery is 3,000, so I can charge it up twice with a little bit left over, or just plug it in and use that. So yeah, like I said, a good 3.5, 4 hours. If I have to, Saturday, they're like $10 at Walmart. I'll go buy another one. I mean, just in case. Oh yeah, well, because Fresno Flats is kind of way up there in the mountains. I mean, well, I don't know. It might be snow level. It's not snowing yet, so I'm good. Go back and see what I missed in the chat. Magnets. Oh, I got a small magnet, but that was kind of a heavy duty one for what I got it for. So, because I used to deal in antiques and collectibles, so I was just basically, if I ran into some silver coins, if it stuck to the magnet, I wasn't interested. They can keep it. I'm gonna go say go buy a lottery ticket. Yeah, I don't do too well on that. I just usually get the quick picks. But I figured if I'm meant to win, then I mean, I'll get one every now and then. So if I'm meant to win, then it'll hit when I get it. I'm too poor. $2. I mean, $2 for a lottery ticket. I can get a hamburger for that. A quick pick. Okay. That's usually what I get, because I seem to do better. The only time I really did good on the lottery is I can't remember what it was. It was a $2 ticket or a $3 ticket. I can't remember. Um, I bought it and I was just scratching off. I wasn't scratching off the prize. I was just scratching off the numbers, and it had 6 numbers matching. So I'm like, okay, 6 numbers match. That's a pretty good deal. So I figured, I got 6 $1 wins. So I doubled my money. I scratched the first one off. I was like, oh, cool, it's $5. I scratched the winning number off, confirmed it. Okay, I had 8 chances to win. I had 6 of the same number, and that was a winning number. I scratched the first one off. It's like, oh, cool, it's $5, man. I won $5. Scratched the next one off. Yeah, man, I got another $5. And I scratched the third one off. It's like, yeah, $5 too. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That's not $5. That's $50. I'm like, holy shit. So I scratched another. Yeah, $50. Another $50. I have $300 off of one ticket. So I was like, wow, this is great. So yeah, as soon as I got off work, because where I worked at, they didn't do tickets that much. It was like maybe $10 or $20. So I had to go to a grocery store that was like more of a payout center. And I was like, yeah, it's okay, give me this, and give me a bottle of that. And I took and I got a bunch of stuff, and I took home another, probably 250 of it. I was like, yeah, look what I did. What did you have, Bridget? What did you have for dinner? Yeah, there was a lot, and I really couldn't tell because I had to pull out a speaker that I wasn't really used to listening to. I mean, I that's the one I used at first, but it's been like probably 4 months. I'd only used it like 2 or 3 times, maybe four. I think I only got a couple of videos with it, and then I got the other one, so I'm not too sure. Yeah, you'd probably have to do that. Um, I really had no idea. It was loud. It was a lot louder than the other speaker. Um, if it's too loud, I don't know. I hope not. I'll have to go back and listen because I'm used to using the smaller round speaker with the other camera. It was kind of not so familiar with this camera with my cell phone, and then I had to switch to the other one because again they suck the battery dry. I mean, there's no way that I'd use it like maybe 3 nights, and there's no way. Even a 3-hour charge would last 7 or 8 hours, and I charged that little round one. I charged it from 2:15 in the morning, 2:15 in the morning till 9 o'clock in the morning. It was plugged in and charging. You made pasta sauce for dinner? But I don't know. I'm gonna try it again. I hope. I mean, literally, I hope the spirits are just sucking the juice out of the battery because I hate to think that the speaker is screwed up and have to order another one because it's so damn convenient when I'm walking around in the cemetery with it. Well, I don't know, I think it's like wicked evil spirits. I think there was just so many of them. I mean, because I know there's a lot. I'm not talking about one or two. I've had people that can see spirits tell me that there is like way a lot. And I just ask them to find a lot. And they're like, I go, is a lot 50 plus? And they're like, yeah, a lot's 50 plus. Well, this is okay, here's the entire speaker, and there's a foam on top of it, and there's a speaker inside there, and then there's little probably a little chip that regulates the charging that stops when it's full. So the battery is going to be like if you take a button battery for like a computer and double that, that's probably about what it's going to be. So it's not going to be a huge battery. It's not going to be like, well, actually, an 18350 is a pretty small battery, and I don't even think that's got probably half of that in there. But I have another speaker in the house that has, it's a Sony, and it's made for like you can play music and still, so it's got a lot of reverb in it, and that one works real well. But I need to work with that and practice because the volume will, I mean, if you heard the difference between the small speaker and then the volume on this one, I mean, the volume on the larger Sony, which was like $100, is, I mean, it puts the second one I plugged in to shame. I actually tried it at one time and it was just like way too loud. So I got to play with the volume and get used to that. Something else I want to say, if you come in, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please smash that bad boy. Bring that back up. No, damn it. I don't want actions. Shit. There we go. Your mom got possessed. No, don't go away. There we go. Personalities for weeks, then back to herself. All started when her equipment lost batteries. Okay. I don't know if it was the loss of the batteries that did it. It's my opinion. If there's, I didn't feel any. I didn't feel any negative energy out there tonight. Just maybe a lot of anxious people wanting to be heard. But I'm gonna go ahead and wind it down tonight. My original thought was just to come out and have a short chat, maybe document that, and then it turned into okay, well, let's pull out the spirit box. Let's keep this thing going. So I'm gonna thank everybody for coming in tonight, participating. Thank the spirits for communicating. Even though they drained my battery and my speaker, I still appreciate them participating. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna hold off here for a second. Everybody can chat. Oh, Leah, I'm glad you stuck around. Thank you. So everybody have a good evening or good night, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're at. Have a great day. I hope you do well. And until next time, stay safe.